We're back in the Cosmic SMP server, back at the shopping district. It has been quite some time, and we're going to see if we got any profits from our shop. Okay, we got some profits. A lot of profits. Okay, we have, oh my god. Oh my. I might not have stocked these up. Okay. 20 diamonds. That is quite good. I think we have, I think we should stock this place up a little bit more for the next run. But that is not what we're going to be focusing on today. Today, we are going to be focusing back on the mega base, back on the cliffside, and the little door that I mentioned I was going to be building. That is what we're going to be working on next for this episode. So, thank you for the diamonds, but we gotta head back to the base. Alright, well now that we are back home, we can put our profits away. And, yeah, next up is going to be working on the cliffside. I've been doing a little bit of building, just chipping away at the bulk of it. This has been extended since the last time to be the actual kind of width of the door. The door itself is going to be about 16 blocks high, so I definitely have a lot more work cut out for me, but I'm gonna show that in the time lapse this time. So this area is all gonna be worked on today, and then the extension of this I'm gonna be doing again off camera, just chipping away at some of the boring parts that aren't really gonna be detailed in any way. And then I think after I finish that, maybe I'll chip away at some of these trees and sell the wood for them, the new shop. Either way, we're gonna get to work on this right now. We have all the materials we should need, so no reason to delay any further. Let's get going. And it's done. We got the big door completed, and I even went ahead and added a few little details around the place, like this path. I did a little bit of terraforming along this area just to make it a lot nicer. So we have a nice little path going over to this main base, and I have a little thing here that I'm going to work on more in the future. This is going to be like a little minecart rail so that we can easily get from this side of the base to the beach side of the base, because it is quite a distance, and it'd be easier to go through a minecart, I think, other than walking. Um, and eventually we will have elytra, but I'm thinking that this minecart track will have multiple stops that it can make, so it can take you throughout the inside of the mountain as well, which would be a lot harder to get through with an elytra. But that's basically it for that part of it. So what we've got here, we've got the big door, and this is gonna have like a dungeon-esque kind of vibe to it on the inside. And I'm hopefully gonna be putting my farms all in there. And then you're gonna notice there's a lot with these builds. There's gonna be like a very sword theme, because there's gonna be a lot of lore I'm gonna put in to this base. So the swords are a big part of the lore. I'm not gonna get into that now. I will get into that at a later time. For now, there's an Enderman over here stealing blocks. That's not good. So I'm probably going to be doing a little bit more decorating over time. Definitely going to be putting a lot of trees here because I kind of want this area to be kind of like a secluded and lost in the woods type of door, like a mystery. So there's going to be, this won't stay empty for long. There will be a lot of custom trees that I'm going to build here that'll cover that up. I also added another door onto my house. So now I have another door. I just thought it looked nice on this side. And then the next thing that we have to do would be on this side, finishing up this part of the mountain and adding the first like ramp that will go up to the top of that. I added a little bit of dirt up there so we can have a platform. So here's what the top looks like. It's very, very bare bones right now, but honestly, it's a pretty nice view. And as I said previously, this is where it would end, pretty much, the watchtower. I do need to make sure that this doesn't run into the house too much. Obviously, I don't want to completely cover up half the house. So that's a nice view. But yeah, so now we've got the bulk of this section finished. So after I add a few more details, uh, this half of the the downstairs area will be completely done, and we'll be that much closer to actually building on the mountain. It's the next day, and you can probably already tell that I've gotten to work on this side of the mountain, and I added some trees over here. I am going to be filling these with custom trees, don't worry. I just wanted to get kind of a feel for what it's going to be for now, temporarily, just having it shrouded with some trees. And then eventually we're going to go back, take these trees out. We'll probably use this area as like a mini tree farm for the shop, and just plant some big trees here. And then eventually, once we actually have a set area for that, I'll take all these out and I'll throw in the custom trees. But yeah, so we got some trees here now. I really wanted to do this not just for that reason, but also to change some of this grass into podzol. just to kind of keep everything a little bit more consistent here. But I do like the blend of grass and podzol in here, so I probably will keep it how it looks right now. Probably won't worry about it too much. But yeah, as I mentioned before, uh, this side of the mountain is pretty much, I wouldn't say done. There's still a lot of detailing to do, but for the most part, I've gotten it up here. I got the ramp that will take us up to the second story, I guess you could say, and I've got the beginnings of an archway in the works. This first layer, this back end, is supposed to stretch from what I have written down with my plan. Is that I wanted this to stretch about 400 blocks long, which is a lot. But don't worry, the entire mountain is not going to stretch that long. It's going to kind of V shape by the beach, so it'll be more like a cliffside point by the time it is done. But this back end, where it's a lot closer to the ground, is going to be about 400 blocks long. But there's something else that I kind of want to do. Uh, One of my neighbors, actually my closest neighbor, I'd even say, DJ, has a base where he's letting people add things on to it in little sections. You know, there's cubes of the base where you can add and you can build in your style, and that's what his base is going to consist of. And I'm thinking we should add a little bit of the aDarastrix touch to his base. So here we are, we're at the base. These are the squares for us to choose from for where we place the plot. Now, I'm not going to go too far up, obviously. I think the one I'm going to choose is maybe this one or this one. It depends, really. Um, Maybe I'll go for this one. It's a lot closer to everything else. It's not overhanging at all, so it's probably a safer bet to go here than anywhere else. So, with that being said, let's add our little touch. See if I can make this. Okay, let's see. I did it. I'm a pro. So now that's done. It's pretty difficult to see it from here. Get a little view from the back. You know what? I think that blends in really nicely with the rest of the build. Yeah, that works. That looks good. And with that, that's where we're going to end this episode today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.